from Azteca to Mzuzu, from Copenhagen to Cape Town. There is a prophetic revolution sweeping across every corner of the globe. Continent by continent, region by region, the prophetic is gaining roots with the rapidity of a whirlwind. This has been regarded as a movement that is not stopping any moment. Over the years, the prophetic ministry has come under a barrage of severe attacks that is aimed at shattering the foremost ministry that began right in the presence of God. One man who has taken the prophetic to new heights and has stood against all odds is Major One Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, founder and president of the Enlightened Christian Gathering Church.
People are working day and night to the fore of this ministry. But I can tell them something. You are wasting your time.
Oh, yes.
There are people you can fight.
Oh, yes, Major.
And then there is God you can fight.
Oh, yes, Major.
Not God of Major One.
Oh, yes.
Like the biblical prophet who was not honored in his own country, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri moved the church from Mzuzu in Malawi to Pretoria in South Africa in 2009, and through the prophetic grace upon him, the church grew stronger and stronger.
People are so much obsessed with ECG. I'm telling you, our enemies are watching from morning just to see where a mistake will happen. Let them watch our success. Ours is a success story. We are not going down. We are going higher and higher and look today. Look at the people. Look all the halls everywhere. People. Everywhere. People. Thousands.
Prophet Shepherd Bushiri had become a target of man's conspiracy just 3 years into his ministry in Pretoria, as some men of God, out of envy, chagrin, jealousy, vexation, hatred, began to scheme against ECG and the prophet of this fourth generation. The latest to join the long list of men of God who are against the progress of the prophetic ministry is Apostle J.B. Makananisa, leader of Charis Missionary Church, based in Tembisa, a township in Johannesburg, with a congregation of 206 registered members. On the 4th of February 2018, shocking revelations emerged at the ECG Church during a Sunday service, when this man walked up from the congregation to make these dreadful and outrageous confessions of a plot against the anointed man of God, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, and the ministry.
The problem here, man of God, I will be open with you. I've been there in Charis. You must know one thing for sure. There is a lot which it has been planned against Major One. The attack that is coming, if they can strike the shepherd, the sheep will be lost, obvious. You may think it's his attack, what is your attack? What has been planned is they want to remove him out of the country.
the demons with fire. Shoot the demons with fire. Pa, 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 pa. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. Push it. My prophet.
So the plan is to remove him out of the country. So before that can happen, as a prophet, who people they believe most in. So I was the one to go and prophesy it, so that when it happened, there will be no people. There will be.
In a no-holds-barred confession, Themba Nkomo, facing over 70,000 congregants, gave reasons for this bitterness, jealousy, and hatred for Major One Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and his ever-expanding ECG church.
The problem, yes, there is these grudges of big churches and small churches. When you came, it's like you took over South Africa, while it was supposed to be him taking over South Africa. The fight started there when most of his members in church started to come here. I know every story where it started and where it will end. When you came to South Africa, everyone followed you. Even some of the prophets who were before me, they came to you.
This man was one of the able lieutenants of Apostle Makananisa, having served for 7 years and had risen through the ranks to become the main man running the show at Charis Missionary Church. Now listen carefully to how he was instructed to skew prophecies against Major One Prophet Shepherd Bushiri.
Whenever as a prophet I will see a member of ECG when I'm moving the prophetic, I was told to make sure as a son, and I have to follow instruction. I was told, because I'm the most influenced prophet there, he said to me, whenever you see a member of ECG, make sure you prophesy to prove that there are prophets there. And also to prophesy attacking ECG.
So who taught you that?
Is our father.
Who is your father?
Apostle Makananis.
Oh. Wait a minute. So he told you to say when you meet any member of ECG.
Whenever in the spirit I will see someone who is a member of ECG, I make sure I hammer that person with the prophecy. And after I attack,
he unleashed the secret of the plot to arrest Major One Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and tells of how he was instructed by Apostle Makananisa to prophesy to that effect.
It is very true, Major. I did prophesy on one of the Friday services. I prophesied that one of the prophets that we are following in Pretoria, you will be arrested. The prophecy behind this already, it was something which it has been planned. So I knew what to say in a right time.
Okay, now listen.
Now they are playing big, many traps that no one can think about. And even as prophets, we have to agree. If you can send my brother here, go and do this as a father, he's supposed to do it. They want to make sure they vowed. They say Good Friday must not reach before you are arrested.
Listen carefully to how Themba had a modicum of jealousy when he intended to compete with arguably one of the kingpins of the prophetic movement.
I spoke a lot of the ways against you. You pay attention. I started to have jealousy as a prophet. Also, if you can go to my YouTube, you go and see Prophet Themba Best Prophecies. When I was prophesying, I started because of the spirit at home where I was. I started to compete with you in prophecies. Whereby today I'm here to confess that no matter how much I can see, I cannot see above you. No
The prophet of our generation. The sharpest prophet of our time.
Also watch how he explained the punishment meted out to any of the prophets of Apostle Machiavellism who aligned themselves to the ideals of Major One, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri.
Even some of the prophets who were before me, they came to you. Most of them, they got punishment. Whoever will follow you as a prophet will be punished.
In the church.
In the church. Whether you will be stopped to prophesy, or there will be something that they will come with it so that it will make you to pull you down.
Temba, visibly in deep remorse and repentance, went on his knees to ask for forgiveness for being part of the plot against this prophetic revolution and Prophet Shepherd Bushiri.
Me, I spoke direct. The ways against Major One as a prophet is not good for me. I'm here, Major One, humbling myself. Today I kneel down before you to say forgive me for every word that I spoken, every prophecy I've been given. It was not me, even though it was me. I was under influence of the Father. I spoke a lot of the ways against you, you pay attention. I started to have jealousy as a prophet.
Bible says in Psalms chapter 1 verse 1, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful." Temba is one of the hundreds whose soul has been saved as a result of his confession. The question that begs asking is, what about the other hundreds that are walking in the counsel of the ungodly?
So unfortunate that the people who are sending these people are not Muslims, are men of God. And I'm wondering, why are these things happening? This is not our work. These are not our members. They are members of God. We are just entrusted. I have never spoken anything against the man of God. But if you say something against our ministry, to speak something against me, no problem. But if you begin to fight the church, I'll come out and I'll clarify. For your sake, if I die, I die. I will never leave you alone. It's not good. Jealousy is not godly. I preach because God called me to preach.